Hi, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. I'm Jackie.
And I'm my husband, Glenn.
He's my husband, Glenn.
Yep, even after quarantine, we're still together and we're still going strong, and we're here to review Married at First Sight, New Orleans. You like that, my game show voice? Anyway, Married at First Sight, New Orleans. Tonight we saw the very first episode of Married at First Sight, New Orleans, 2 hours, which went by pretty fast. We learned a lot about the couples. If you saw the matchmaking episode prior to last week or prior to this episode, you know about the couples. But we're going to get started with a couple couples, and we're going to run through each couple and tell you what we think about them and give you our opinion of the first 2 hours of Married at First Sight, New Orleans. Just a reminder, this is a review show, so if you're looking for the real show, this is not the channel. Go
to lifetime.com, use your app or your TV.
Nah, just playing. Let's start with Amelia and Bennet. All right, Amelia and Bennet. Amelia, 27 years old. She is a doctor. She's a doctor.
I need to know what. Wait. She's a doctor, and Bennet is.
Bennet has like 15 jobs. Bennett's Jamaican.
Him got 15 jobs.
He got 15 jobs.
15 jobs.
He's a thespian. He's a penny driver. He's, you name it, he does it. Mm-hmm. He's very creative. But one thing about Amelia, she says she wants somebody who's able to, when he got into it, she wants somebody to be able to take care of the kids and stay at home. And
before we do that though, we said Bennett's creative, and even though Amelia's a doctor, she's creative too.
Very creative.
She was singing and playing an instrument. So
harmonica and the guitar at the same time.
Yes, so she's creative too. So on that, I think already we got a good match. But what I was going to say is she's a doctor. She's quite quirky.
Yes.
I need somebody to find out for me. What kind of doctor is she? I feel like she's a pediatrician because I can't see her being anything else. I need somebody to tell me. Hopefully we'll find out during the season.
Yeah, because to see her walk in and to examine me, I'm going to have some... It's going to be funny in the office.
She got to be a pediatrician. She got to.
Funny, but Bennet has, a very unique friends. He's unique himself. He called himself a weirdo. They both are quirky. Remind me, you mentioned when we were watching, remind you of Jessica and Austin.
To like the level 10. Yeah,
the level 10, the quirkiness that they have. So I think, Amelia and Bennet will do well with it just based off of the quirkiness, just based off of what their creativity. He is like a hopeless romantic. I'm not romantic, but he's like very submissive. He already asked, can he take her name? And she's like, I'm looking for a guy. Maybe they even joked about it. Her friends joked about it. I wish somebody who he could take my name and he can stay home and watch the kids because that's what her dad did. And so she was looking for the roles that she grew up in. She's looking for a husband to have that role. And Bennet is kind of like a perfect fit for that. When she has kids and wants to be able to go to work, and Bennet is there, and she didn't want anybody who was a doctor.
Right.
She didn't want another doctor. She wanted somebody who was creative like she was and able to take care of kids. Mm-hmm. So I think just based off of surface, I think they did a good job matching these two up.
Yeah, like I said, I think last season when they put the two quirky ones together, Jessica and Austin, I think they were like, let's try that again. But let's up the ante. I think they got excited because they're still together right now. I mean, the season just ended, but I think they were like, let's try that again. Because they are definitely special. I mean, when he went to get his tuxedo, he said, I have this hat. It's red with gold like elephants. I've worn this to weddings before. Let's see, can we match? Can we match this with something?
I like
And
Bennet.
She wanted a floofy dress.
I like Bennet. I mean, when he was at the party with the bachelorette party or the bachelor party with the strippers, Bennet is the guy that you want to hang out with. He's honest. He's truthful. He's genuine. He's gonna give you what he has, and that's what you want. Man, I like Bennet. Is right now Bennet is that dude. And
I think his thing at the bachelor party was too. He was like, usually this is not my cup of tea. But he's like, I'm in the moment. I mean, it's all out of my comfort zone. So he was with the traditional. I mean, they had the
New Orleans strippers, dog. the downtown hood strip club strippers. Call it what you want to call it.
With all the tattoos and the cellulite.
Player club all day long. Players club. I was just looking for Bernie Mac, rest his soul, talking about money. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. But not Bennett had a good time, and I think Bennett is very much down to earth, and he's very good. And I think this couple, if I had to, we'll save that to the end. But I think Bennett and Amelia be okay. Then we got introduced to another couple, Karen, who is a project manager, and we got introduced to Myles, who is a administrator at a school. Has 2 degrees, working on his 3rd degree. Now, mind you, unlike the last season, well, I'm not even going to go there. Unlike the last season, I do believe Myles is an administrator and he has a degree. So we're not going to go there. That was last season. Let's leave the past in the past. But I believe Myles. But Myles is a hopeless romantic. His parents got divorced. He's wanted to be married like his grandparents have been for 50-some years. He talked to his grandparents. I think Myles is being 26. For a 26-year-old, he seemed as if he got his stuff together. He knows what he wants. He's organized. He's a professional. He loves kids. He loves being an administrator. He loves what he does, and he seemed like he got his stuff together for a 26-year-old.
Well, I don't know. I'm having a problem with that. How Karen even said something, or somebody else said something. For a 26-year-old, I feel like at 26 you should be pretty mature. It's not like we're saying he's 23. I mean, shoot, you and I got married 23, 24. So
I have my stuff together.
But that's what I'm saying. So at 26, a man with 2 degrees and working on another one, he should be pretty together. So I think the part about, I don't know, I mean, 26 and she's 30. So I'm like.
But that was a big thing. If you watch the special, she didn't want anybody who was under the age of 27. And Pastor Cal was like, can 26 be okay? And she was like, I
don't get it.
That 1 year for her was really like
I don't get it.
He had to really sell her on the 26.
I don't get it.
But she's a project manager. She was in a relationship that didn't work out.
Right.
Crazy relationship. Was messed with the guy and for 5 years, and dude had a child.
On her. With somebody else.
In her 5-year relationship. So right now she has trust issues.
I mean, was she in a relationship? She was in a situation.
I
hate to say it. She was in an entanglement. Okay. So I said it. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, she was in an entanglement. Well, yeah, entanglement. But so she's already got some trust things, and so she's looking for somebody. We'll see. Her mom is not feeling this at all.
Until she tried the wedding dresses on, and she tried on the wedding dress, the one her mom suggested, and then mom was all gung ho. She's like, yes, okay, I want you to be happy. I'm down because that dress looks beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think she's not gonna have a problem with trust issues when it comes to Myles. But we're going to say
I'm going there now with it.
Oh, no! We don't want to do that now.
I'm going there now, right now. Karen is the one, if you do not know, she received a text message from somebody. We don't know who somebody is. You know how somebody always got a somebody? And I'm sorry.
Like Mindy had.
Yeah, like Mindy had somebody. So it's like she got a text message from somebody naming the person. Myles is the person that she is going to marry. So she got his name the night before the wedding and spent up all night on Instagram looking him up, saw his videos on Instagram and realized, he's not my type. This is not a person I want to be with.
She's so emotional. All his videos are just feelings. And when her friends come in, they're like, have you been crying? You stressed you're going to be a runaway bride. She was like, I'm concerned, I'm worried. Now, I mean, thankfully she didn't say anything to them, but she did say something to the producer. But I'm like, and it seemed like the producer crying.
But it seemed like it was our producer friend that was friends with.
Oh, you think it was Montreal?
It looked like Montreal.
You think it was Montreal?
Might have been Montreal.
It might have been.
It might have been Montreal. But to me, is how this information leaks. I'm sorry, it had to be somebody on the production staff. Or somebody they hire, volunteer, or somebody who leaks information. I can't see producers leaking this.
But you never know.
And New Orleans is a small town, but come on. There's a select few people who, in this process...
Who know who each person is.
Who know who each people is. So that pool is small. Who's the rat on the team? To spoil this. Or to kick this to her and like, yo, it's Myles. I know who it is, Myles. And who has her number?
Right.
That can text her I think sometimes, I'm not saying the show is doing this for ratings, but it never happened in 11 seasons. But it's a rat on the production team.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah.
It's something, but she was not happy.
Not
she was
feeling
like, he's not my type. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. I'm like, I want to know what her type is then. What is it? Because he's not a bad looking guy.
Smart.
He's smart. Is she caught up on the feelings? Like,
well, on the special says she wanted somebody who had a chiseled body. Now he has a body where he looked like he was an athlete who played football or something like that.
But he don't look flabby.
He may not have the 6-pack, but he's had some. He got, like myself here. Don't have a 6-pack, but I am type swole. But anyway, I digress. Let's move on to the next couple. Oh, did you laugh? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Shoulders tight. Anyway, the next couple, Olivia and Brett. Olivia.
This is a train wreck. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like it's gonna be a train wreck.
We said that about Jamie and Beth, but they still married. So you got anyway.
We didn't say that about them from the jump.
No, but you're right.
From the jump. Honestly, I don't know if y'all watched this show. I really felt like I was watching what's the Netflix joint?
Love is Blind.
I felt like I was watching Barrett. Barnett. That's
Barnett.
That. I feel like I was watching Barnett. I'm like, oh no, here we go again.
Hey, we'll see. A couple weeks will tell. Olivia, who's 30, is a nurse practitioner, and Barrett, who is a IT professional and works for the local government. Both of them, Olivia's 30, and Brett is 35.
He's 35?
Yes, he's 35.
I don't think what he, to me, is... Okay, see, this is the kind of person that Karen should have an issue with. Like, Myles is nice and mature at 26. What I'm scared of is a grown 35-year-old man that displayed the immaturity that I saw in Brett. Like, bruh, okay, first of all, when he talked to his family, his dad was like, am I the only voice of reason? He knew this ain't right.
Dad
I had talked to parents that, look, you gotta be real about your kids. You know your kids. He was like, no.
Nah.
No, he looked around like, are y'all hearing this? How come is this some what? Y'all don't see this. But everybody was like, all quiet. Dad was like, I cannot believe y'all.
They got tired of him dating. He said he had dated 46 girls after he had an engagement and it got broken off. And so he went on I don't want to call it rampage, but he went on a dating spree. They had him as a serial dater. He dated 46 women after his engagement. So he's at the point now where, girls are feeling me. I mean, I can feel girls. And we saw that at the bachelor party where he tried to hit on Henry's friend. He slid up across like,
oh yeah, he pretty much almost sat on her lap.
Yeah, so
before that, he kind of was flirty with the lady giving the drinks when they were out at the restaurant. Kind of flirty.
Like, dog, you getting married tomorrow and you telling girls to call you. So to me, he's another Matt right now. He's Matt, but at least Matt wasn't out in the open.
Yeah, no, that's why I said it reminds me of. I mean, totally different show. I mean, you might not watch it, but I mean, it's just like, is he serious? And I feel like Olivia is so, she's a nurse practitioner. She seems pretty even keeled, kind of laid back. Like he was off the chain. He even left early. He called the big white truck Uber to take him wherever he went. I mean, he needed a ride because he was like slizzard.
But they both workout enthusiasts. They love to work out. And Olivia's on her Peloton. You saw her getting a bike. They like to do so. They're both professionals. Hopefully, that they can even each other out and they can work it out. The professionals or the experts saw something in them that they can be compatible for. And I think they have an opportunity because can she reel the wild boy in? I think that's the $1 million question going into the season. Can she reel him in to have him be more relationable and more in a relationship with her?
She gonna have a whole.
Because he seemed like he's.
She have to do a whole.
Not that he's a partier, but he seemed like he's a drinker, and I think that might be an issue later on.
Yeah, because at the bachelorette party rather, like they were having a good time with the male strippers, and Olivia was kind of like, oops, a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
And she wasn't as extreme as one of the other girls.
Yeah, she wasn't like Christina.
But she was like, those strippers, they seem like really nice guys, but
yeah,
they
so
were doing a lot.
She was like she was into that party lifestyle, and so Brett and Olivia may have to work on that in the near future. Then we have this, and this is interesting because this is the first time. And that I can remember on Married at First Sight, they have people that know each other who get married. So these guys, Woody and Myles, are best friends. They're best friends since they were young, and so they are getting married. I'm not getting married, but both of them have their own wives. And so Woody, who's 30, is marrying Imani, who's 29. Imani's a program coordinator, and Woody's also a teacher and a basketball coach at the school. So he's a coach, and Woody has. His friends don't believe in him. He's the party guy. He is the guy who sets the party off. He's the dancer. You can tell based off the clothes that he has in the house that he's a dresser. That he likes to dress, like look sharp. But they do not. When Myles and him told their friends that they were getting married, they were like,
we can see it for you, but not for you.
Not for you. And
he like, wow, I've changed.
Yeah, I've changed. I did this thing when I was in my 20s, and Woody's ready to settle down and get married. We found out that Woody's dad was locked up for a while, and parents were together. So he's looking to have a relationship and build some cohesiveness with this young lady. And so she's kind of cool and collective, calm and collective, as they said, and he's the partier. And so you got, again, two different spectrums. One who's really
yin and yang,
and one who's really, well, she seemed like she was a little bit of a partier too at the bachelorette party, twerking a little bit, getting up there and doing her thing, but she wasn't as what Woody would be. Woody was the life of the party at his bachelor party.
Yeah, but he got a kick out of Brett. He wasn't that much of a
Yeah, everybody got a kick out of Brett. They're like, man, this dude's doing too much. Like he's doing too much.
What I thought was funny is that when when Woody and Myles, when they went to pick their tuxedos, so initially Woody went for what he would probably always do. He went for the purple, like the purple tuxedo jacket. And she was like, well, you don't want to clash, you don't want to outdo your bride. So she toned him down and went to a white. Well, Myles tried the white at first, and she kind of brought him up because he's pretty laid back. So he ended up with the purple. So it'll be interesting. But even as they prepare to go into the wedding, he added his own little flair. Had the glasses with the white rim or whatever.
But Imani, real quick, and they talked to her and her past relationship. She was dating a guy, and they come to find out he's married. Now this is always, and I'm not a female, and I'm saying how after many, didn't say how long, but at what point did you think she realized that dude was married? How do you not know? I'm just curious. I know people hide and lie real well. So.
Oh yeah.
So she realized.
Michael,
Oh, see, don't do that.
But he wasn't married,
So she realized he was married. So she has some issues there with trust as well.
Because that's the whole point. Like you're saying, okay, how did she not know he was married? Obviously, he put on a good front. He probably had explanations for everything, I'm going out of town to work or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So that's why she got trust issues, because he must have been a really good liar.
Really good liar. So she's looking for somebody that can, compliment her, someone that she can trust, someone that she can confide in, someone she can have a good time. I don't think she have a problem having a good time with Woody. I think they're gonna have a good time with each other. I think he might have a little bit too much of a good time, and she can have to reel him back in and be like, "Come on, all right now, bro, let's be serious."
I think he looks like he's willing. I don't think he would have a problem with her.
I think he is the point that he want to prove his friends wrong, his family and friends wrong. That I am ready for marriage. That I can be married and I can be serious. And I think him having Myles there to help him will benefit him in a relationship, because most people don't have anybody to talk to in early on in their relationships. So he has a friend, his best friend, to be like, you know what? Hey dog, what's going on your way?
The only thing that I didn't like is they're buddies, they're friends, and I was like, oh, it sucks because they won't be able to be at each other's wedding where they normally probably would be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
That's the only thing. I was like, oh.
Yeah, they couldn't be best men at each other.
But maybe they can run into the bathroom, run into each other at the bathroom like who was it, Jessica and Mindy?
Yeah, Jessica and Mindy.
Maybe.
And the last final couple was Christina and Henry. Christina's a flight attendant, and Henry is a healthcare recruiter. And
I like him.
Henry seems laid back, like he got his stuff, together. Christina, again, I don't know if it's the theme of the show or the theme of the series. Another person with daddy issues.
Yeah.
Never met her dad. Raised by her mom. Asked her mom to be her best, to give her away at the wedding. As we see when she walked down the aisle, she had nothing but her bridesmaids are dressed in suits and stuff. So it's like there's no male influence. And I think sometimes getting married, you gotta have some male influence because you gotta be around that to see how what a marriage is and how a marriage interacts when you have both partners together. So you have a couple, have a person who's coming into the wedding, and she doesn't have that male influence in her life, and I think that may hinder her a little bit from opening up. We saw that she already have anxiety when she ran a whole bunch of different people. Especially people that she knows. She's like, this is not me. I wouldn't be doing strippers, and I would just be sitting here eating. And the girl's like, you are eating, but there's too much going on. She had to go outside and cool herself down. And I understand that. Also, with their jobs, her being a flight attendant, healthcare recruiter, they seem like they'll be traveling a lot based off their professions. I don't know if they just took time off for the show, or we know that some of this ends up being in the coronavirus towards the end of it. But I'm interested to see how they work their schedule out with them being able to travel and then have to film and how that can coordinate with each other. But Henry seemed like a good dude. He brought some nice girls to the party, and they were laid back. He was laid back, and he seemed like he got a lot of confidence in himself. He talks about how
he said he's trying to get more confident in himself.
Because he used to be a big guy. He used to be husky. He used to be a husky guy, but he lost a lot of weight.
Tough skins. From Sears.
So Sears, He lost some weight, got more confident. His friends said he got confident, and his brother can't be at the wedding because he's going to Finland during the time to get married. To see the Northern Lights. So, but he asked his best friend, who was his best friend since childhood, to be a part of his wedding. And so I think these two can work it out. I think these two will make it.
I sure do wish he was with Olivia though. I'm feeling that right now. I feel like Brett's gonna be a lot. I feel like Christina probably could bring Brett down more than Olivia, but we'll see. Yeah. And Henry went for the classic James Bond 007 look with his tuxedo. He looked nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they at the back, these bachelorette and bachelor party, they talk about the traditional things. They talk about, are you going to kiss him on the first night? Are you going to consummate the marriage? Are you going to, what if he doesn't look good? Are you going to run down the aisle? Are you going to leave? The typical things that they ask. And I think the interesting conversation was because when Woody, and I believe it was Brett, that had the conversation, Woody was like, Brett was like, oh, I want to consummate mine. Woody like, well, kissing is like sex.
Okay. He said kissing was more intimate.
Yeah, kissing was more intimate than sex.
But can I back up some? Before that, though, what Brett said was, if I'm not attracted to her, like if it's not sparks off the top, there's no point.
There's no point.
And Woody was like, well, I mean, you could grow into it. Maybe at first there's no sparks, but you could get there. Brett was like, yeah, no, I don't think so. And so for him to, of course he's going to kiss on his wedding day, and of course he's trying to consummate.
He's trying to get
Brett's nasty.
He's trying to get it in, dog.
And fast.
No, Myles said he's gonna leave it up to her. Myles said he's gonna leave it up to the woman.
And Bennet did too.
Bennet did too. Like,
and
whatever.
He said if Bennet said if she trying to give it up, I mean, I'm gonna go for the ride.
I'm gonna go for the ride.
I mean, you know how I am.
And so we talk about the intimate and kissing, and so do you think kissing? How do you play the two?
That's our question for you.
Yeah,
do you feel like kissing is more intimate
than sex?
No, I don't.
Or do you think sex is more intimate than kissing? Let us know. Leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll give you our answer next week. Well, I'll give you mine because I don't think she'll do it.
What? I just gave my answer. I'm not changing it.
Anyway. Alright.
You just gave my answer.
Couples. Alright, based off first look.
Bennet.
No, but first look, who stays together? Amelia and Bennet?
Amelia and Bennet, yes.
Okay.
Because I think the boat won't get rocked but so much. That's how I feel. I feel like if it does, I feel like the same way like with Jessica and Austin, it was like, I can't imagine anything so crazy happening with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think the boat won't get rocked, and they seem pretty even keeled to be like, you know what, let us, especially Bennet. Oh, never mind, I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Yeah.
So I like them. They done took the quirky to level 10. That's what I think that they're thinking. Dang, this is what we've been missing in Married First Sight. This is why we haven't been able to have any couples stay together, because we didn't have any quirky ones. We didn't have any self-professed weirdos. So, yeah. She had birds in her hair on the wedding day.
Hey, that's what she like.
And her floofy dress.
I'm not messing with anybody. That's what she enjoyed. I'm not messing with anybody. Brett and Olivia.
Brett and Olivia. Nope.
I don't think they will stay together.
I
don't think Brett and Olivia. I think she'll be tired after week 1.
Yeah.
After the honeymoon. Olivia Bennet, I do think they're gonna stay together. Myles and Karen.
I just hope she's gonna get married after the cluster.
Yeah, she'll
of her getting a text message and and the fact that he's not my type. I'm like, oh my gosh, she seems really nice to me. That bothered me.
She'll get married. I think she'll get married. She signed a contract.
Yeah, but I feel like she's just gonna be so like not into it.
I think she'll be into it after the fact. I really think this couple is gonna be like the Jamie and what's his name? Jamie and Doug. That she didn't want to do it at first and she didn't like him, but at the end of the day, that we're gonna be talking about this couple in these 8-9 weeks. Like, man, she didn't really like this dude at first, but she really grew to enjoy who Myles is. So I think Karen and Myles stay together.
Okay.
Let's move on to, did Olivia and Brett already? Let's move on to Woody and Imani.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I can't get a feel of the. I feel them separately. I gotta see them together. Like, I gotta see them together to answer that question. I don't know.
Ain't no pick'ems. This ain't right now. Yes or no?
I can't say.
I am going to say no. She's gonna get.
What?
She's gonna think Woody act like a child.
I think it was just that day.
I want them to stay together. You know, I'm always rooting for black love, but I want them to stay together. But I think she's gonna be like, you know what? He's too childish.
I don't think he's childish.
I don't think he's childish. I just can't see both of the friends staying married. And I'm not saying this because it's not like it's wrestling predetermined and whatever. I just don't see both of the friends staying married.
I don't know. I can't decide right now.
And I'm gonna say no right now.
But I'm disappointed that you said no.
You just want to say no? Oh.
Yeah, I can't tell right now.
It might change next week, but right now, no. Based off first glance, no. They might be my favorite couple by the end of the time.
Maybe.
All right, Christina and Henry.
I think they're gonna be good to go.
I think they can be good to go.
But I think you brought up a good point because I didn't think about that before. With their schedules, what they do, that might be an issue. I think that might be the only bone of contention with them. So, but I can see them. I can see them
staying together too. So, hey, that's a review for this week, man. Let us know what you thought in the comment section. I didn't say it earlier, but make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and so you don't miss any of our episodes. Also, check out our links that are in the description below for our podcast, Matrimony Thoughts. And also, we thank each and everyone who subscribed. And hopefully, this will be a season that we may get. I hope we get all 5 couples, but I don't think so. To make a decision. But nonetheless, hey, hit the subscribe button again, bell notification, and we'll catch you next week. We also will be reviewing Couple Can when they come back. So we'll be busy. You keep watching, and we'll keep doing reviews.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.